They say every family's got a secret, but mine was baked into a pie. My apple pie wasn't just dessert, it was love, legacy, and Sunday afternoons rolled into one golden crust. Folks in our Georgia town still talk about the summer fair of '92, when my pie took first place and the mayor asked for seconds. Ever since, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every potluck, it was my pie everyone waited for. At least, until my daughter-in-law, Heather, decided it was hers. It started small. "Mama Jean," she said one afternoon while helping me in the kitchen, "you make this look so easy." She smiled sweetly, watching as I folded the dough and brushed it with melted butter. I didn't think twice when she jotted down a few notes on a napkin. I was proud she cared. But 3 months later, I nearly dropped my coffee when I saw her face on the front page of the local paper. Heather wins County Fair Baking Contest, the headline read. And there it was, the same lattice crust, the same flaky edges, the same cinnamon sugar sparkle on top. My pie. At first, I laughed. "Well, I'll be," I said, showing my son. But when he shifted uncomfortably and said, "Mom, Heather worked really hard on that recipe," I felt something in me crack. She hadn't just used my recipe, she'd claimed it as her own. I told myself it wasn't worth fighting over. It was just pie, right? But that Thanksgiving, when she brought her famous pie to dinner and everyone raved about it, oh, the sting in my chest could have curdled the whipped cream. My grandkids crowded around her, asking for baking tips. My son smiled proudly at her side. And me? I sat there in my own kitchen, hands folded, heart heavy. After dinner, I went to clean up. Heather came in behind me, still glowing from all the praise. "Your kitchen always smells so good," she said, her voice light. I guess I learned from the best. It took every bit of grace I had to smile back. "I'm glad, sweetheart," I said softly. "Just remember where you learned it." She froze for a second, then gave me that tight smile, the kind that doesn't reach the eyes, and walked out. For a while, I stopped baking altogether. I couldn't bring myself to roll the dough, couldn't bear the memories it carried. The kitchen felt cold without the sound of laughter, without the smell of cinnamon and brown sugar filling the air. But one quiet morning, my granddaughter Lily came over. "Grandma," she said shyly, "Mom won't let me help her bake. Can you show me how?" I looked at her little face, all freckles and hope, and something inside me came back to life. So, I pulled out my old apron and started again. We mixed, we stirred, we rolled. I taught her how to tell when the crust was ready by touch, not by timer. She giggled when the flour puffed into the air, and the kitchen smelled like home again. When the timer dinged, I pulled the pie out and set it on the counter. Golden brown. Perfect. "Now, Lily," I said, slicing her a piece, "this is our recipe. A family recipe. And family means sharing, not stealing." She nodded solemnly, then grinned and said, "Ours tastes better anyway." I laughed, really laughed, for the first time in months. A week later, I entered the same pie into the church bake sale, but this time, I didn't sign it Jean Parker. I signed it Lily and Grandma. Because recipes, like love, are meant to be passed down, not taken. And wouldn't you know, it sold out first. They say every family's got a secret. Mine? It's not just in the pie, it's in the lesson baked right into it. No one can steal your love, your legacy, or your spirit, not even with your own recipe.